P and Killer. Dropping heat like we should, up and coming like morning wood and something good. Kicking the real to those that wanna rock with us. No slowing down and it ain't no stopping us. We've been rocking over 2 years long. The best podcast, best intro song. Forget the facts, opinions, we got those. And we make them run loose like a snot nose. It's bootleg, ain't nothing fake about it either. So sit back and watch, go grab a slice of pizza. But we prefer the subs, so hit the red button. And you'll be notified when we said something. Hit the thumbs up, share it with your folks. Make sure to leave a comment, give your thoughts on our quotes. This ain't for the Ralph Tresvant crowd. You offended, wanna exit? Then you can now. It's Bootleg Cable Podcast. It's Bootleg Cable Podcast.
We're just gonna roll into
it's
this
Bootleg Cable Podcast. It's Bootleg.
Yo, what up, man? It's your boy
Cable
P Double. It's Bootleg Cable Podcast,
It's
episode
Bootleg
number
Cable
152. What it
Podcast.
is?
It's Bootleg
Yeah, man, keep going.
Cable Podcast.
We here, man. I'm here with the homie Killer.
You should already know who that is, man.
Of course, and we rocking with y'all, man, and y'all rocking with us, man. We appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
We appreciate every single episode, every single thumbs up, every single comment.
Mm-hmm.
We rock with y'all, man, and thank y'all for rocking with us.
Damn sure, man.
Make sure that
you support.
Yeah.
At any stage of life, we all should see, man. Support is necessary, man. So you know what I'm saying. If you fuck with us, man, yo, don't only fuck with us, you know what I'm saying, by watching. You know what I mean. Support us by sharing this with a friend, sharing this with somebody else that you feel that you know what I mean might appreciate the content that we're giving out, man.
Definitely,
So, yeah,
definitely, we definitely appreciate that, man.
yeah.
I don't know where to kick off, man. I don't necessarily want to kick off on no somber note, bro, because it's a lot of bullshit.
But we've been off the scene for a little while. You know what I mean. We haven't got to speak our piece on, you know, the texture of the climate right now. We haven't got our chance to, you know, say anything about that. So I think, you know, me and kicking it off that way. Hey, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? It's what's going on. It's what's on our minds.
Yeah.
So I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with that right now. I think that's what they probably came for today, anyways.
You
man.
think so?
Yeah.
Is that what y'all here for? Y'all want to hear us kick that shit, man? Y'all want to hear us talk about this Black Lives Matter shit?
Let's kick it off like this, man. As a black man in America, man, how have you been feeling lately?
As a black man in America, how have I been feeling? That's a good question, and it's kind of a difficult question to answer at the same time because I kind of feel like how I always felt, but I feel like more eyes is on not necessarily me, but more eyes is on us right now.
Right. And
I don't necessarily like it, bro.
You don't necessarily like it. What bothers you or what makes you say that?
Because what bothers me, what makes me say that is I feel like there's a percentage of the folks that's out there. There's a percentage of white folks that's out there that's in the middle, and they don't really know how to react to this whole situation.
Okay.
So I've gotten messages from, yo, man, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to post on social media. What do you think?
Damn, bro, I'm shit. My skin ain't dark enough to get them fucking inboxes.
Yeah,
I don't get that.
And then I've gotten.
Yeah, I guess so.
I've gotten the.
Yeah.
Yo, Mark, I just want to tell you I love you.
Okay, that's what's up, though.
You know, as a black man, and I hate the fact that I'm talking about the color of your skin, because you know I've known you for years. Whatever. Like, yo, I understand. Shit is fucked up.
That's real though. That's dope. That's exactly the kind of response I would need. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like people should have the right thing to say. Yeah. Nobody should, man. I don't.
True.
You know what I mean? I
true.
don't know what the right thing is to say, and I think that's, you know, when you look at the landscape of everything that's going on, it's like you see different people's reaction because, you know, we are living in such a diverse society, and you know, this hit people differently. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody's gonna be on the same accord or same message or have the same, you know, things to speak on, speaking points that, you know, that areas of concerns to them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think it's perfectly normal. I commend anybody that's reaching out to, you know, a black friend to say, hey man, look man, I don't know what to say, man, but you know what I'm saying, I love you. Yeah, that sentiment is deep enough.
And like I said, I appreciate it. I definitely do. But the thing is that even though we do this podcast every week, you know what I mean, we got videos that, you know, got a whole bunch of views, and we got videos that ain't got so many views.
Yeah. As most podcasts start out to be, anyways. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, some people been kicking it for a long time, and they blew up off of just one content. So you know,
Yeah.
Hey, listen.
So my thing is that I've never been the one to seek attention or to want the attention to be on me.
Yeah.
Even though, like, you know, some people be like, oh man, would y'all do a podcast? Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, I'm not like one of those attention seeking type people.
Nah.
So to get that kind of attention or to warrant that, yo, how you feeling? You know what I mean? Put a fucking hand on your shoulder type vibes.
Yeah.
I don't know how to you know what I mean? I don't know how to react to it. I don't know how to deal with it.
Well, that might speak to you personally.
Yeah.
That might speak to, like, you know, who you are. You never, you know, you don't like to be, you know, soothed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're not the one that, hey, oh, it's okay, it's gonna be all right. Like, get off me, man. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I don't need no sympathy.
Yeah.
In this time, maybe what you're saying, but. You know what I mean? Just be gracious and, you know what I mean, say thank you and, you know what I mean, keep it moving. I mean, it's definitely a start. It's definitely a gesture, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and like I said, I appreciate it, bro. Yeah, I just don't know how to deal with it.
Yeah, and you know, I mean, I see people that I know aren't fighters right now. Mm-hmm. And, you know, this is a good cause and this is a good reason. I think they feel like, you know, because they have volumes behind them, they speak up more. They're like, you know, I'm a black man and, you know, I will not stand for this.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, you... I know you, bro. you let a lot of things stand on your ass before, bro. So don't, like, you know, yeah, you know what I'm saying. But don't be coming. Okay, fine, I get it. You know what I'm saying. Everybody agrees, so you know it's easy to say, hey.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying. It's easy to have an opinion now. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
But hey, you know what I mean. When everybody wasn't agreeing, were you the one to speak up then? You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah. So the last episode that me and you did, we didn't the whole George Floyd thing hadn't happened yet.
Yeah.
So,
R.I.P. George Floyd.
R.I.P. George Floyd first and foremost.
Yeah.
It's major out here, man. And I watched a lot of sports shows. I was watching Skip and Shannon, right?
Yeah.
And they back in the studio now, and you know. Sometimes Skip, I feel like he be throwing some little extra sauce on the shit, but Shannon was talking about the situation, and Skip said to Shannon, watching that video was the closest thing that he can imagine to a live lynching.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, you know, back in the days when black folks was getting hung from trees or whatever, they didn't have live TV to stream that shit.
Yeah.
So he was saying that, you know, he watched that video a couple of times, him being a part of the media and, you know, whatever. He watched it a couple of times and he was saying that was pretty much the closest thing he could think of to a live.
Ahmaud Arbery videos that gave me that vibe.
Was this worse though?
No, I don't want to quantify anything worse. Lives are lost.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Lives are lost. So I can't quantify which one was worse. I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, we all seen the video. Well, I assume that we've all seen the video or parts of the video or whatever. Is this the one that changes America?
I don't know. I don't know if it's going to change America. I feel like this video was the most condemning video that's ever been out because there is no question that that police officers act that monster's actions caused George Floyd's death. There's no question about it. There's no it was a split decision reaction. There is no he reached for my weapon or he had a cell phone or he was attempting to escape or he put people's lives in danger. There's no gray areas. You know what I mean? Oh, he was reaching for his license. He was, there's no gray area in this, right? It's just, it's plain as day. That man was murdered, and the look on that officer's face at that time, it summed up racism to me. It summed up what I think of a racist person. The look, and just the carelessness that they feel towards black individuals, that they would do something like that without without having any kind of empathy or shame or anything towards what they did.
Yeah.
And let's get it correct too. A lot of people, what he did was wrong. Like, he killed George Floyd in that moment, but I feel once watching that video, not only was he killing George Floyd, but he was killing that gentleman that was fucking protesting and advocating for him to get off George Floyd's neck. I feel like his actions was directly like saying fuck you to that gentleman as well.
Okay.
To that black individual.
Yeah.
Because, in that moment, that black individual was pleading with him. Like,
Yeah.
get off that man's neck. Y'all
Like
soft.
yeah.
Y'all pussies. I worked with people like this before. I trained with them. They ain't nothing, man. That's a jiu-jitsu move. Get off that man's neck. You know what I'm saying? You don't see what you're doing? And I felt like, not only was he doing it to George Floyd, he kind of had that man's, you know what I'm saying, the image of that man in his head as he was doing that as well. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
And I would agree with that, man. I would agree that he didn't give a damn. Asian buddy that was standing in the front, he looked clueless. He looked like he was shook out his mind. He didn't know what to do. And I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. I felt like you had a point that you was trying to go to before that, though. Maybe I threw you off, but were you implying that this video is no less, no worse than any other video, or? No.
Okay.
When I was saying, is this the one?
Yeah.
I was, because we talked about all of this stuff before.
Yeah.
And my stance is kind of extreme, not like super duper extreme, but my stance is extreme on what it's going to take for change to happen in the United States of America. I done said it plenty of times on the podcast. If y'all want to go back and find it, go ahead.
Yeah.
But I've said it plenty of times. And I've always wondered, like, what would it take outside of my original stance on this? And I'm just, is this what it takes to where you have to see something that you have nobody can't justify this video, but people are trying to justify it, right?
Yeah, of course. But we don't need to speak to them.
But nobody, you cannot justify this. From what we've seen so far, there was no resisting going on.
So far, yeah.
So far, there was.
Let me
not even say that.
Yeah.
In the main video, the first video that came out, there was no resistance. So let's just say he did resist. Let's throw it out there. Yeah. He resisted, right?
I'm not saying while he was on the floor that was considered resisting. I'm just saying I feel like there was something prior.
Exactly. So
that hasn't been shown yet.
Okay.
And I feel that shouldn't change anybody's.
And it shouldn't.
Yeah.
But a lot of people, whatever. But let's just say he did resist in the beginning before
and let's also,
the main video started.
Hold your point. And let's also say that George Floyd isn't the upstanding citizen that Benjamin Crump and everybody, other individual that represent him and his family right now is painting him out to be.
Yeah.
Let's just say he's not.
Okay.
Let's just say he's not that model citizen that that we would like would like us to believe.
But who is?
Exactly.
But okay.
But
yeah. So let's throw those two things in there. Let's just say he resisted. At some point, y'all 4 officers, and initially we only thought it was 2. At some point, 4 officers, y'all got control of this man. And you had him to the point where he gave up. Like, this dude, you could tell he was just like, yo, y'all got me, man.
Yeah.
All right. It is what it is. But still, this man stayed on his neck, and we're here where we are right now.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to talk about this shit no more, man. Like, I feel like I done had so many conversations about this shit.
But the context of your conversations change based on who you feel like is listening.
Yeah.
So, right now you're just at free thought, man. You got to just let it out and say how you, as an individual, felt while you were viewing this taking place. Like, how did you, as an individual, as a black individual, nonetheless, felt as this took place?
I was just like, yo, this is some fucked up shit, bro. This is some fucked up shit to watch. But then it's kind of like I almost felt like, is this really gonna change anything?
Of course not. Because
is this the one?
Of course, that's okay to feel that way because we've all seen things like this taking place, right? And they are reopening a couple other cases, man. You know what I'm saying? Recharging some people, man. So you know what I mean. Hopefully, this brings forth the changes that we need necessary in this country for black and brown individuals in this country, man.
Yeah,
I you know what I'm saying. I hate that a man's life was sacrificed for us to come to this point, but you know, what I mean, I love the show of support that we've seen through America, man. But I feel like, how do you feel as a right now as it pertains to the looting and the destruction that you're seeing taking place in America? How do you feel? Where you stand with that?
I don't advocate for the rioting, but I understand it, and I think that's a stance that a lot of us have, a lot of black folks have. I don't advocate for it. I'm not like fully in support of it, but at the same time, burn that motherfucker down.
Yeah, I mean, look, I feel like that's hard to say as an individual because I ain't out there doing it. And I would never wake up and say, let me go out here and do that. So I'm not going to cheer on somebody that's doing it, doing something that I myself wouldn't do.
Gotcha.
I can't do that. I can't cheer on somebody doing something I wouldn't do. You know what I'm saying? If it's something I would be doing, then yeah, let's go for it.
The way I look at it,
I wouldn't be out there doing that.
The way I look at it is, and I think a lot of people need to understand this, is that this is something that has been going on in the United States as long as I have been alive, and even before I've been alive.
Right.
Obviously. So I think that it's frustrations that's brewing from past situations up until now. It's not just George Floyd.
Yeah.
It's Breonna Taylor. It's Ahmaud Arbery.
Yeah.
It's
Eric
Garner. It's Trayvon Martin.
The list goes on.
Emmett Till. You know what I mean? Like it's all of that bent up into like, yo, what is it gonna take? Again, is this the one? Is this video finally y'all see what we've been seeing? Finally, there's a situation that's happening where you cannot deny it. It's no, oh well, the officer made this report, because let's be real. If this wasn't on video, they would have been on paid administrative leave right now. They might have gotten charged for something, you know what I'm saying? But they would have beat the charges because the officers would have falsified police reports, just like the case that we was talking about just before the podcast started, where they pushed the old man down and he bumped his head. They put the police report says that the dude tripped.
Right.
It didn't say nobody pushed him. It said that he tripped.
Yeah.
As officers was coming toward him. That's it.
Yeah.
But the video says otherwise completely. Same thing with Laquan McDonald up in Chicago.
Yeah.
He had the knife in his hand. Yes, he was acting erratic or whatever, but he was walking away from the officers when he started getting shot. Yeah. And they shot that dude, I think it was like 16 times. In their police report, he was coming towards them with the knife, and they felt threatened and blah, 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 blah. It was all this justification for that situation. I forgot the exact outcome of that situation. But again, if there was no video, and if the video wasn't so damning, if the video wasn't so straightforward, so undisputable, nobody would be outraged.
Yeah,
except us.
Right. Yeah, except us. And because it's hard to plead with people when but you can't prove it. You know what I'm saying? But right now we can prove it.
Yeah.
But when we know, you know what I'm saying, we know, like, oh man, you know what I'm saying, like, this person didn't just die in police custody, or this young man, you know what I mean, didn't just die, or this, that black girl that was, doing the sleepover with these those white people, she didn't just happen to die, you know what I'm saying? Like, these things don't just happen to happen, you know what I mean? But the cover-ups, because there is no video, there's no footage there to prove these things, then we're just left to say, yo, we know what happened, but you ain't gonna believe us no way. You know what I'm saying? So we have to keep quiet. But now, you know what I mean, this is an opportunity to show, like, hey man, these things happen at an alarming rate.
Yes.
But
and they get covered up with paperwork.
Right. So this is I feel like this is a time to just pile it all on. You know what I'm saying? Let's not just keep it at, you know, police brutality. Let's talk about the systematic, you know what I'm saying, oppression that we've been under. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's talk about, you know, as a society, how, you know, has black communities, or, you know what I'm saying, treated as shit, you know what I'm saying, as far as, you know, school funding. Let's talk about, you know, job opportunities. Let's talk about it all. Let's pile it all on there.
Yeah.
Let's, you know what I'm saying, let's pile it all on there, how we're viewed as thugs in the media, but everybody else gets to be, you know, passionate people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let's pile it all on there. Let's pile all of this on there. And as far as it comes to the protesting, bro, I mean, look, like, again, it's not something like the looting and fucking destruction. Like I said, I can't cheer it on because it's not something I'd be out there doing. But you know what I mean? I just don't want that to sway away from the message, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like, yo, even though that's going on, like, let's not try to keep defending that shit, you know what I'm saying? Because that's the argument they're gonna keep dragging us in to defend that, and then the message is gonna get lost.
And like I said, I'm not trying to defend it.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying when we speak in public, or somebody's, what do you think about that? It's like, you know, let's just focus on what the message is. The message is, you know what I'm saying, systematic oppression, and let's just keep it on that, you know what I'm saying? Keep it on that. And, you know what I'm saying, like, instead of fucking trying to defend in individual acts, like, you know what I mean, like, we can't defend all these acts. Nah. You know what I'm saying? That's not us, and those aren't representations
even
of us.
Even that. So we know that there are groups that's out there encouraging this type of behavior.
Right.
So most of these protests start out, or pretty much
they always going for just find the footage that, you know, that condemns us. So you can say that as much as you want when we all know it.
But it's footage of that out there too.
Right, but
like you see
the ones that we're attempting to convince aren't gonna look at that. They're gonna be like, it's gonna be a bunch of Buddhism. What about this? What about that? What about this one? What about, you know, showing this gentleman defending this lady after she got ran off her bicycle, and these hooligans ran him down and whooped his ass, and, you know what I mean, they're just gonna focus on those little things, you know.
True, and I think that speaks to the bigotry that's out there.
Right.
That speaks to, well, white folks could do it, but black folks can't.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Just like, you know what I mean? It's out there. People, white folks riot after hockey games.
Yeah.
In Canada when they lost, and you know, when they team lose.
Yeah, white folks run people over with cars when they're doing their protests and shit like that.
Yeah. So all this stuff is out there, but at the same time, we getting demonized right now because you know,
it's us.
People burning down shit or whatever. But what I'm saying is that there's video evidence of certain things that's showing, like, where it's not. I'm not saying it's not us at all. Yeah. Because
I ain't kicked the door in, but I went through it.
Yeah.
And
to me, it seems like that's the case a lot of times.
Yeah.
Where I think it was Atlanta or something like that, where one dude pointed it out. He was like, yo, where did this fucking pile of bricks come from? It ain't no construction going on here. It ain't nothing going on here. But all of a sudden, a big ass pallet of bricks is dropped off in the middle of
like it's
the
a
city.
Video game. Like, you going through the stage and there goes some bricks in here. Throw the bricks and get 50 points. You know
exactly. You know what I'm saying? So, like, stuff like that is undeniable as well. Like, where is this shit coming from? You see people. I was watching another video where you see this black lady. She was out there, and like 2 or 3 white dudes had backpacks on. They had bricks in their hand and shit like that. And she walked up on them. She was like, "No, give me that shit. No, like, y'all ain't gonna be out here having us look like this and da da da."
There's multiple videos of that, but like I said, will never see that on Fox News.
Of course,
you'll never see it on the media outlets that's looking to paint the narrative as this. So, with that, I say, fuck the methods.
Yeah,
I don't want to even focus on that. I'm not even going. Me personally, I'm done trying to defend or, you know, justify what's happening out there. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? What I'm for is for the protest, but I don't want to just take the protest just to the streets. I want to take the protest to corporate America. You know what I'm saying? I like, you know what I mean, like what that young man is doing. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I'm pledging to you know what I'm saying, HBCU college. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna, you know what I mean, I'm not gonna play in no fucking what's up?
Remember the conversation we had about this shit?
We had, but I'm saying this is different circumstances. Would he have done that had it not be for this? You see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So I appreciate that move and making that as a sacrifice for, you know what I'm saying, the black contribution. Like, that's dope. And I feel like this is what we need to do right now as a show of power. Show power. What's our power?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't no like 50 Laws of Power or, Art of War by Sun Tzu ass nigga. But you know what I'm saying? I just feel like in this moment, at this time, we need to show power. We need to show organization. We need to show what we can affect. You know what I'm saying? Like the gay rights movement and all that, they got a lot of shit accomplished.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they showed how, their power can affect the fucking market. They showed we're not gonna shop here.
But the difference,
we're not gonna.
The difference in all of that though,
You know
is
what I'm saying?
The difference in all of that is the dominant society, white folks, is not afraid of that power. They're afraid of our power.
But that's what I'm saying. Let's
somebody
show the power that they are afraid of. It's not the fucking looting and bullshitting. That's not the power that they're afraid of.
I know. And somebody put it in a perspective where they said that what's going on is they think that we gonna get to the point where we
can do back to them what they did
to us.
Yeah.
So that's the motive of trying to keep us down.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. So hold on. Let's reverse a little bit. So, we all know what's been going on. We've been seeing the shit on the TV. So on the internet though, on the internet side of things, the girl, not your girl, but the girl Candace Owens made a video.
Yeah.
Did you watch the video that she made?
No, I don't need to watch that. But go ahead.
All right. So she made a video. It was like 17 minutes long, and I like to a lot of times look at different points of view, whether I agree with them or not.
Right.
So, like, for example, if I'm watching news and I see CNN or I see whatever local news and they focusing on the positive protesting and blah, 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 and I turn to Fox News and I see them focusing on the rioting, I like to see the two perspectives and see what the point is that's being made and blah, blah, blah. So, Candace Owens came out with this video, and to sum it up, she basically said that George Floyd was not an upstanding citizen. She said that she doesn't agree with the premise of white supremacy. She doesn't agree that black folks are marginalized. Just the talking points that we speaking of right now. Yeah, she just doesn't agree with none of it for the most part. Okay, but she does agree that that George Floyd didn't deserve to die how he died. Okay, but she don't agree with pretty much anything else.
But what is she saying on behalf of the black? You know what I'm saying, the black culture or the black individual, the black.
She said that we are our own worst enemies. We are the problem, and we need to make things better for us. We need to limit our interactions with the police. We need to be on the right side of the law. And pretty much that's pretty much about it, bro. Like it was just one big fuck you to George Floyd, and also to the idea that we are being targeted by the police. Right. She doesn't believe any of that. Like this, and then she came up with some statistics about how X amount of more white people got killed at the hands of the cops last year than black folks, and you know what I mean, whatever. So like that was her stance. So it just seems like she just came out of nowhere just to cause controversy.
Yeah, of course. But okay, so why are you being conversed?
But what happened? Why is because that video got seen by 14 plus million people. Okay. At the last time I checked it. Yeah. And it was just a live that she live streamed or whatever. And I'm sure she don't have that many people that follow her. Right. And if you look at the comments on the video as they coming up on the screen, yeah, Candace for president. I agree with you. And it was just like so much.
Well, face it, man. Face it. People, face it. Look at things like that. I'll go and look at that video and I'll go and read those comments. We just need to just accept that there's people, there's individuals. We already know it.
So how do we change those minds?
Why do I want to?
Because those people are in positions of power. Those people are helping to write laws. Those people are swaying other folks to make other folks think that black folks is lazy and we just want to sit around and collect welfare checks.
Well, let me. I'm gonna sound like a coon right now, probably.
Don't sound like a coon.
It's a gray area, but
don't do it.
I seen also that video that that little white girl that put out, she's talking to her parents. You seen that one, and I don't know what the fuck her name is, but today her name is Maggie. Hey, Maggie, you don't see out there like what they're going on. They like to live in the hood and do this and that and the third. And you know what? I was sitting there like, I might never say those particular things, but we've said that about hood motherfuckers.
We've
said those things.
Yeah,
we've said the same thing these people are saying about, a particular group of black people. Yeah. We've said those things. And we can agree that some of those things, some of that image, some of the way we are represented in the media is on our shoulders. It is shit that we do to make us look like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just that for them to highlight those specific things and just stereotype and generalize and say that's every black individual, that's what's not right. But the truth is, some of those things are taking place within the black community. Now, yes, the defense to that is, okay, lack of opportunities and, this, that, and the third. Yeah, I understand that shit. But let's not act like these things don't happen.
But the thing is that, no, we're not acting like those things don't happen. But
so why are we offended when somebody highlights it?
Well, they highlight it and they make it seem like it's everybody, right? Those same things happen in the white community. What they call those people? Trailer park trash, right?
Yeah.
But do we assume that all white people are like this? Do we assume that it's a very negative stereotype that black people just want to sit around and eat and collect a check and blah 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 blah. So to be quite honest, anybody would want to sit down and be lazy and collect the check.
Yeah.
I don't want to get up and go to work every single day.
I've seen that on both sides, black, white, Hispanic, whoever.
But they make it seem like it's a majority of us that's doing it. So when you have a black woman that goes out there that has a voice and has a following, yes, she's a conservative and whatever. Like, I understand. We don't have the same views. She's not of our culture. Like, I get it. But it's a time and a place for everything. And I feel like with that now, she's trying to seize this opportunity to kind of shit on black people, bro. To kind of blame us.
What I'm trying to say is let's stop giving power to those people. If we're giving them power by, expressing our outrage and hurt by fucking what she's saying, then, we're distracted from what we need to be out here doing. And that's what I'm saying. We need a show of power. Show what we can affect. Show what what we bring to the table. Our cultural equity. We need to stop putting it in the hands of the white man. We need to take back that power, take back that strength. And that, I feel like, is where it's going to get us to where we need to get to. The respect that we need to have out here. You feel me? Like, I can't keep begging these fucking people to fucking, please respect me. Fuck that, man. I'm not begging no more, bro. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that. I'm going to make you respect me, though. You're going to have to.
So in that case, how do we do that now?
By keep striving and keep building and keep fucking, establishing equity within our community that, surpasses theirs. That's what we have to do.
Is that possible?
It's up to us, man. It's up to us. I'm not gonna sit here and fucking And
I'm just asking, man, you, I'm sure you're gonna challenge me the same way. Is it possible when, like, literally the foot, the knee, the whatever, the hand is around our throats, it's powers that be that's keeping us down, bro. And powers that be that have been keeping us down, whether people like Candace Owens want to admit it, whether the parents of that little white girl that was talking, whether they want to not admit it or not.
Yeah. It's
stuff that's keeping us down. I posted a video on Facebook about what it was. It was about racism or whatever, and schools and how schools get funded and stuff that, implicit bias or
right.
It's stuff like that that goes along. For stuff like that is the same reason why I named my children white sounding names, because I didn't want to name them a Shakur or a, you know what I mean, Aaliyah or some shit like that, and then people look at it on the resume and say, hey, that's a black person.
Right. Yeah.
I don't want that person to be working with me or whatever the case is. Even if they do it consciously or subconsciously.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And everybody has their biases, and that's what we trying to bring to the table and highlight is like, yo, listen, man, we want y'all to pay attention to the biases that you have. You as an individual, everybody has their own biases. You know what I'm saying? Whether you identify most with this particular group or that particular group, we all do that type of things. It's not, and sometimes it's not a black and white thing. You know what I'm saying? We all have our biases, man, but we have to overcome those things. But I feel like focusing on those little things is not going to help us. It's not. I feel like we need to collectively and have a universal language that, hey, listen, we need to bring ourselves up as fucking black people and fucking, you know what I'm saying, rise to a place where they cannot deny what we bring to the table. There is no denying it. Where I don't need you. And then either that or buy me my 40 acres and mule in Africa. Then fuck it.
And things like that have happened before. We have risen to exactly what you were talking about before.
Right.
That's when you talk about Black Wall Street that got bombed. And you also Rosewood here in Florida. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That was a thriving black community.
Right.
That got taken out. It probably, if that were to happen today, right? If we were to build up our own community, let's just say Broward County.
Yeah.
If we just started opening up banks here and black owned this, black owned that, and and built a fucking black mecca here in Broward County.
Yeah.
What ways do you think that they would try to get that?
I don't want to think. I don't want to think of all that, Dub. That is, I feel like that's a damning negative way to think, man. If you continue to think like that, then the foot is still on your neck. I feel like as an individual, if your response is always, but what about and they do this to us, then that's you still letting that foot stay on your neck. You feel me? We have to fucking, you know what I mean, walk away. You know what I'm saying? It's like the elephant in the post, you know, thing. You know, it's like, yo, if you tie them up to a post, you know what I'm saying, for a long enough time, the minute you take off the ropes, the elephant still feel like that rope is still attached to that post and it won't move. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like, what if that rope is, you know, attached to us? You know what I'm saying? That we feel like we can't get ahead when we in reality we can. You know what I'm saying? If we keep saying, oh, they're gonna do this, like, I'm tired of this, the Jay-Z's of the world coming to our rescues, man. And it needs to be like, you know what I'm saying, I want to see more, you know, black individuals, you know, affluent individuals out there, you know, that risen to power come in and, you know what I mean, speak. I can't.
When I say stuff like that, it's not to say not to try.
Yeah.
But I'm just speaking of how history has shown us that every single time, and we still keep on trying.
Yeah,
we still keep on trying.
Yeah,
and that's what I want exactly what you want, bro.
Yeah, but I want exactly what you just said. We got to keep on trying, man.
And it's I think it's been at the point for before I was born.
Yeah,
by any means necessary, like Malcolm X said.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. We need to get to that point. It's just you can't ignore history though. You can't ignore the things that have been done to keep us exactly where we are right now, asking for to be recognized as human, asking for the same rights or the same treatment that the white folks have, or whatever.
If we feel like there's a systematic meaning, like, yo, it's ingrained in the culture of the country to oppress the black man, then why can't we systematically have a way to get up out of this? Why don't we have a systematic? Where is that? That's what I'm saying.
Like you said, we got to build it, bro.
We got to build it, man. We can't just keep, you know what I mean, trying to fight this fight as individuals, and you know they're just gonna always do this. They're gonna always do that. Nah, we're gonna have to always fight. That's what I'm saying. We have to always be fighting, bro.
You know what? You know what I was thinking about when with all of this shit happened.
Yeah,
I think that we need to create our own political party. I think that's the start.
That is a fucking great start.
I think that the start is that we need to create our own political party,
right?
And unapologetically black. Call that shit the Black Party.
Hey.
And we need to come up with a 10-point system or a 10-point bulletin and say that this is what we want.
Yeah.
Better education. You know what I mean? And we need to set half of those to be outside of our community and half of those points to be within our community.
Right.
We need to stop killing each other. We need to uplift each other, support businesses, blah, 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 blah.
And more community policing, man.
Yeah.
More community policing, man. You know what I'm saying? We got to start holding each other accountable and looking out for each other. The word community doesn't really. As I live in South Florida, I don't feel. Dude, is there? Do you feel like you're in a community? Do you feel a community vibe from anywhere in South Florida?
Not really.
Yeah, man.
Not really.
Don't feel that, man. I don't feel really. Like you know what I'm saying. Where I'm at.
Mac say it sounds like a good idea on paper, but in practice, it's not going to work. Explain to us why you think it's not going to work, because I guess you've fallen into the same mentality or the same point that I was trying to get at Killer with just now. So you tell us why you think that is, it sounds good, but it's not going to work. Because again, I need to change my mindset when it comes to that, because we've been saying this shit for the longest. Oh, black folks need to stick together. We need to stick together. Da, 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 da.
Yeah. But when you talk to black individuals, the first thing they're gonna tell you in the conversation is that we don't look out for each other. We don't got each other's back.
Yeah.
Da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? You look at the Spanish community. They look out for each other. When there's jobs, they call each other. We don't look out for each other like that. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's
the only
false,
time we
though.
call each other to tell us each other about a job is like, yo, this shit smooth out here. You know what I'm saying? You get all the overtime you want, bro. You ain't even gotta work. That's the only time we look out. You know what I'm saying? When it's just solely beneficial. It's never a lookout where, you know what I'm saying, hey, this is gonna be a hard fight, but I can see our way through this, man. Like we need to start looking out, man. And the lookout don't gotta be a hookup, man. The lookout it gotta be a lookout, man.
But I think that he says because of how the political system is set up.
But we have to challenge the political system,
and that's what I was saying. I think that we need to create our own political party.
Yeah, you have independent parties, correct?
Yeah,
so you know what I'm saying.
Just like you have the Green Party.
Yeah,
we need to create our own political party.
Yeah.
And I think what would happen is, even though I don't want to say that the Democratic Party is most aligned with black folks' values or whatever, because that's not true. Everybody's values is different.
Nah, I think the Democratic, just like they always say, man, they're set up to oppress us as well.
I think that the Democratic Party will be easier to sway than the Republican Party. So what I'm saying is that if we create our own party, right, and come up with our own talking points, our own bulletins and whatever, we could pretty much make sure that no Democrat is ever elected again.
Yeah.
And I think that could be used as a tool, as a negotiation tool, to say, you know what? We not going to vote for no Democrats. And we just going to let the Republicans run shit. And then see where that gets us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Unless y'all start getting on board with what we trying to do.
Yeah.
I think that will work. Because that would be like, what would you call that right there? What would you call that? Like
that's good negotiation.
Giving them consequences for not fucking with us.
I don't know. I'm not intelligent enough to.
I don't want to call. I know extortion ain't the right word.
Yeah.
That ain't the right word. But you know what I mean?
It's good negotiation, man. It's just negotiation.
That's so I think that
extortion or not.
I think that if we could get on board, if we could have all black folks to get on board with creating our own political party in our own interest, have our own interest, all of that shit, and have, let's just say it's not going to be 100% support, but let's say 80% of black folks in the United States. If we can get 80% to join that party and align with the thought process that we have, I think that it could do some damage.
Yeah, but I
And
mean,
it could do great for us.
Yeah, but like I said, we have to start on the ground level to kick shit like that off, man. Because you know what I mean, like we have to reach out to the black voters or the black, you know what I mean, people in the hood, in them tough circumstances, you know what I'm saying. And you know what I mean, try to bring some kind of change to that. We have to change those communities first, you know what I'm saying, for ourselves. We have to do it for each other, you know what I mean, because they're not gonna just do it because, you know, how the kind of say their heart, you know what I'm saying. It's beneficial to them that these areas ain't fucking, you know, it's run down, and you know, so they could come in and move in and fucking, you know, make a new downtown out of your community. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and then
you see what they do in the Pompano?
Yeah, and then we just get all herded like sheeps into like one little corner where we have to fight each other for survival. You know what I'm saying? We end up, you know, getting into more conflicts because we're on top of each other.
Yeah,
and you know what I'm saying? And we always like feel like a crabs in a barrel. You know what I'm saying? We have to get, you know, more word out to those people that are in those particular communities and show them ways, you know what I'm saying, to how to strive, you know what I'm saying, show them ways. Hey, listen, man, your mom paid off for that house, man. All you gotta do is pay the property tax on that joint, you know what I'm saying. And if they want to purchase it, make sure they purchase it for good money. Don't let them take it because you didn't pay the fucking the homeowners insurance, and don't let them take your shit away. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And you know what I'm saying, build up those communities, and you know what I'm saying, then you know, we could mobilize together. But if we don't start building up our weak, then I don't think we have to start building up our weak. We have to be strong as a unit, man.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? We have to get rid of the weak links in the chains, you know.
I agree.
Even if it's people like myself, you know what I'm saying? Like, I need the education to, you know, speak more articulately about, you know, the things that affect us as black individuals, you know?
Yeah, Trisha commented, she said education is power, man.
Yeah.
It is, man. And we do need to educate ourselves on what's going on in our communities. We need to educate and know.
Yeah, we need to build our charter schools in our communities that, you know what I'm saying, or, you know, and have our own curriculums that, you know, that we feel like is going to affect us, and, you know what I mean, that you know, can build somebody up for the future, you know what I'm saying, to be, you know, a productive member of the society, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
And at the end of the day, I think that's what all of us want, that, bro. I don't think that anybody in the hood wants their child to grow up and be a fucking drug dealer. And that was one of Homegirl's talking points too. She was saying that we, as a community, is the only people, the only community that glorifies our worst. Yeah. So she was like, "Oh, we glorify drug dealers and this, that, and the third." And then Ryan Davis made a video. Funny comedian, he make internet videos, he do stand up and shit too, but he made a video, and his response to that was like, "Yo, man, like you blind to what's going on because nigga, it's fucking slave owners on our money." Yeah. Like pretty much everybody that's on our money is slave owners. Right. So what do you mean that we the only community that highlights the worst of the worst?
Yeah, man. Shit, man. If you talk to any white individual about, you know, the John Gottis and these people of the world, bro, they love them motherfuckers. Yeah, bro. And they speak highly
Charles
of
Manson
them.
and shit, serial killers and shit.
Yeah, man. He's so intelligent. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, Unabombers. Oh man. Yeah. This dude, you know, like they speak about their villains like they get glorified, bro. Yeah, man. Fuck out of here. Everybody does that. Everybody's intrigued by the little bit of, you know what I'm saying, the danger or whatever, a dangerous person. Everybody's a little intrigued by that. Yeah. It's just in the black community, for some reason, I don't know, there is a thing where it's like a show of, you know what I'm saying, strength when somebody can, you know, rise and articulate and say, you know what I'm saying, how much more dominant they are than other individuals. And, you know what I'm saying, but at the same time, the competition that we have in the black community breeds some really strong individuals, you know what I'm saying? So that process, that vetting process is necessary, you know what I mean? But at the same time, we can't just leave, you know, others behind, is what I'm saying. We can't just make this money and then continue fucking, you know, play the game. Like, I like the Killer Mikes, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, dude, he made a lot of money, I'm sure of it. Yeah. But he's still, you know what I'm saying, he's still in touch with the community that he's from, and he still preaches directly to them. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So I like that. Those are the individuals I want to see, man. I'm tired of seeing rappers just like, you know what I'm saying, talk that trap shit all fucking day long, but you know what I mean, they don't have nothing to give back. You know what I'm saying? So that's the sad part.
Definitely, man.
And hey man, we do need some more social conscious music nowadays, though.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? I wonder who's gonna step up in all this and be the new public enemies and all that right now.
And that was I wanted to talk about that too, because I think they said what is it? Fuck the police. Like the streams over the last 2 weeks have like quadrupled to what it normally is. When, who, what, where, who's gonna make that next song to be? Not, it don't necessarily got to be "fuck the police," but "fight the power." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it feel like a impact song like that hasn't really happened since like the 80s, bro.
Yeah.
Since the 80s, early 90s.
We need that. I mean, shout out to LL Cool J for that freestyle, but that wasn't doing it, bro.
It wasn't.
Like, you didn't see that? It wasn't doing it.
Yeah. I give him props.
I give him props, man, but all you doing is hitting a couple talking points, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, what Absol said, man. Absol said, they killed Floyd in Mayweather. Like, Absol, chill out, bro. That ain't the bars, dog. That ain't the bars. That ain't the bars we need right now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
when he said that, when he came up with that,
the other day he put out like a little video or whatever saying that shit. It was some corny shit, bro. It wasn't rocking. And you know what I'm saying? There's other individuals that are making some corny ass freestyles about this shit. Like, nah, we ain't out here. Don't try to capitalize off the moment with the corny shit.
Didn't Jordan Lucas make a song too?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I didn't listen to it.
Yeah, you know who's going for it, straight for the songs, man. The Jordan Lucases of the world, man. People like that. They're like, come on, bro. Nah, you ain't the one, man.
Yeah, but definitely, man. I think that some people need to kind of get a little bit more into it, and I think this is going to change a little bit of the music. It's going to change how people think about. Like, I think it's going to put a little bit more thought into the music that comes out from here on out. Yeah. Or at least for the next year, or something like that, because it's been a lot of mindless music lately and for the last few years. Yeah. Definitely. And I think that this going to change it a little bit, man.
Yeah, man. Definitely, man.
Hopefully it balances it out so we ain't got to be talking about sipping lean and fucking bitches and wearing jewelry.
Yeah, man. Hey, like I said, man, I don't need the songs that speak on you know what I'm saying? I don't need the songs that's going to tell me how oppressed I am. Like, I don't need the songs that's going or the movies that's going to show us, how the white man treated this black man and you just feeling sad and angry after you left. I need more signs of hope. You feel me?
Gotcha.
I need more signs of hope. I need, our kids to look at things like, listen, that the way that character was shown in that movie, man, I could be that individual. You know what I'm saying? That's what I need. You know what I'm saying? Songs that, like, fight the power, or just like, we do have strength, we do have power. Like, demonstrate that in song. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I feel like we need.
Mac, I don't think This Is America.
Nah. He stole that song any fucking way.
Yeah, I don't. Nah, that song.
Nah, fuck out of here.
No, and I feel like he wasn't really talking about nothing on the song.
No,
the video for that song, the video said more than the actual song did.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Man.
Like, if you really listen to the words of that song, he wasn't really talking about much in that shit.
No, he wasn't.
So
he wasn't, and like again, he stole that song. So let's be clear about that.
Yeah.
That was a stolen song.
Yeah, we talked about that shit.
Yeah.
How you feel about Drew Brees bringing up what he brought up?
At the risk of sounding like a coon again, man. Hey, listen, man. He spoke on something an aspect that, as an individual, he sees.
Yeah.
Was it right? Yes. Was it wrong in the grand scope of, like, Black Lives Matter and all that shit? Yeah, it was wrong like that, but let's not kill him for like he's some kind of racist for saying it in that. I don't think that's what he meant, bro.
When you say he was right, what was he right about?
I'm saying he right because not right to him is what I'm saying. I'm not saying he's right.
Yeah.
As you know what I'm saying, in the grand scope of it all, but I'm feel like, you know what I mean, like, to him, that message might have been important to him. You see what I'm saying? So I don't want to have to condemn him for feeling the way he does on something that
and like
you know,
like others have said, he been feeling like this, and he ain't never changed his tune since the beginning.
right.
But the thing is that he was asked the question of how would he feel if people started kneeling again in protest of police brutality and whatever.
Yeah, but what's wrong with an individual saying, "Nah, I don't fuck with that"?
But he
Doesn't mean like I don't fuck with the movement. I'm not saying he doesn't have any say in it stopping. I'm just saying he says like, yo, look, I just don't fuck with that.
But he didn't say that though. He immediately went to the flag. Like, dude, that's not what that wasn't the question. Yes, that's how you feel.
Yeah,
that's your truth. I get it.
yeah.
But that wasn't the question. The question was, how would you feel about them kneeling in protest to, you know, what's going on right now? Like, Colin Kaepernick was right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the sentiment that's going on right now. Colin Kaepernick was right. How do you feel about that? This you see it on video. You see Breonna Taylor got murked. You see what happened to George Floyd.
Yeah.
You see what's going on with the police now, even since the protests and all that shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Pushing people over.
Right. Well, just like we said,
people doing all of this shit. You see, like, how do you feel about people kneeling in protest of police brutality? He just glanced over that shit and just started, I'm never going to be.
Yeah, he went personal to it. He went with an answer that was personal to him. I'm not saying it's the right answer. I'm just saying, just like you said, he just spoke his truth in that moment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's right. I'm not even, what I'm even saying is like, why do we give a fuck how Drew Brees feels? You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at with it. But like, we so quick to rush and condemn everybody. Like, oh, not now. You said that wrong, and everybody jumps on that train, but they don't say nothing right though. They only have an opinion when they're going against that man's opinion or an individual act. That's the only time they want to speak up. Well, motherfucker, what are you bringing to the table? What are you saying? You know what I mean? That's where I'm at with it, man. Well, why do we need? We don't need Drew Brees' opinion on this.
We don't need his opinion on it, but it's out there. And again, it's always good to have different opinions on shit, bro. It's always good to have. It's always good to see what the other side is saying. Yeah, but
I'm not in support of all. I'm in support of kneeling. Well, I'm just saying, for as an individual, I could understand if you feel passionate about something. Yeah, and that's where your stance is.
Yeah, but again, it's what you're kneeling for. If you say, yo, this is what I'm kneeling for, but you keep on him and a lot of people that think like him, it's like, nah, that ain't what you kneeling for. Nah, that's disrespectful to this. So it goes back to the whole protesting thing. Like, you saying you agree with the protesting, you don't like the rioting. I'm saying the same thing. I agree with the protesting. I don't agree with the rioting. But you have the people that's just saying, nah, y'all just rioting. Y'all just doing this because you trying to get free shit from fucking Target, or you trying to burn shit down because that ain't what's going on. You taking the focus away. So when I'm telling you that I'm kneeling for police brutality, I'm kneeling to bring awareness and stop police brutality, you're not even acknowledging the whole police brutality thing. You just saying, oh, the flag, the flag, the flag, and everybody else is saying the same shit. Not everybody else, but the people that's on your side, the people that's feeling like you, is starting to, it's disrespectful to the flag. Fuck whatever they talking about. I don't care what you're talking about. It's disrespectful to the flag. So that's when you get to, when is protest okay? Because now, oh, y'all rioting, you rioting. But okay, you got these people over here. That's
I guess what I'm saying is I'm not here to cancel Drew Brees off of that. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? And he came back and he apologized and cool. But what I'm saying is, like, let's not use that to damn Drew Brees. You see what I'm trying to say? It's like, all right, maybe he misspoke in the moment, but that might be something, or it's a subject or something that is near and dear to his heart. Just like, you know what I'm saying, you have people that, you know what I'm saying, were, you know, you don't speak as fucking damning to, you know, if you caught me in the 90s, I'm like, yo, fuck these faggots. You know what I mean? Like, now it's like, hey, man, you know, everybody can live their life. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, after a while, you know, people's perspectives changes, you know what I'm saying? Like, when after they seen certain things and learn certain things and learn how, you know, bad, you know, or detrimental things they've said can be. So I'm sure he learned his lesson, but I'm not gonna hold him fucking to the fire because of that. You know what I'm saying? I just see a lot of people holding him to the fire, like, yo, okay, man, like the man just said something that, you know what I mean, might have been near there to his heart. You know what I'm saying? All right, fat Mike, you know what I mean? Yeah. I know there's black individuals that fought that same war and came back here and was mistreated.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Didn't have the right to vote. So yeah, you know what I mean? And people showing him that, educating him on that, that's good. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? And that's cool that he apologized. And you know, fucking President Trump took the opportunity to say, oh, you know, President Trump say, fuck it. If you ain't gonna hold down that message, Drew, I'm gonna hold it down for you. I don't think he should have apologized.
That's what Trump said.
That's what Trump said.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Trump
man.
out here, Tekashi 6ix9ine in the whole of fucking America, bro. This nigga is out to win every fucking news cycle he can, bro. That's his main objective every day is to fucking win the news cycle of the day. Whatever is going on for that day, he just wants to be at the top of that news cycle.
That boy say, well, he said George Floyd looking down now about the great gains in the job economy.
Bruh, and that's also a game, bro. That's also some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? They were like, oh, you know, all these WNBC and CNN won't, you know, they were preaching like this was gonna be the worst recession or whatever up until this point, but they're not, you know, look at them now, and you know the job unemployment has risen, you know, 20% or whatever. I'm not unemployment, but employment has risen 20% or whatever. I'm like, yo, listen, man, I work for a Fortune 500 company, bro. They're doing shit to fudge those numbers. Let me tell you that right the fuck now, if you don't believe it or not, bro. They're right now they hiring a bunch of motherfuckers, you know, for companies. They're not even fucking, you know, putting them through the same vetting process they would do other individuals. Motherfuckers is not even taking drug tested. Motherfuckers is not, backgrounds is not getting checked. None of that shit is happening. They just hiring motherfuckers. So isn't that not fudging numbers? Yeah, it is. So you know what I'm saying? You having fucking people working for Fortune 500 companies, you know what I'm saying, retailers, that they didn't go through the same vetting process as everybody else did. And they only putting them on for like, okay, you're a temp. So you know what I'm saying, those numbers are inflated, you know what I'm saying, not because somebody went and inflated them, but yeah, they threw all these people in, you know, you're employed. So you know what I'm saying, they have trickery. They have trickeries that they're doing right now, you know what I'm saying, and these are companies that, you know, are openly you know, celebrate and support on Donald Trump's presidency.
You have a conspiracy theory about all of this? Do you?
I mean, I could. I could. I mean, I could put it all up. You know what I'm saying? I could say, yo, coronavirus. You know what I mean? That was a tipping point, and I've said that there's an end game, but we don't know what it is, man. This ain't checkmate yet.
It ain't.
This ain't checkmate yet, but I feel like there's an end game that we don't know is coming. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Like how convenient it is for all this to fall at this point, and then you know what I'm saying.
I think that I think slowly as I get older, I'm becoming a conspiracy theorist, bro. And I think that
everybody does because they've been lied to so much.
Yeah, and I think that the conspiracy here is
everybody turning to their girl. Now they want to check your phone. Yeah, my instincts tell me something.
I think Officer, what's his name? Officer Dickhead. What's his name?
I can't remember his name.
I think that he was paid to do what he did. I think that behind the scenes, there was something that was going on, especially with the coronavirus. I think the coronavirus was getting a little bit too much coverage because even though the virus is real, I think that in the next coming months, in the next year, I think we're going to realize that it's not the death sentence that it was preached in the beginning.
I think we're realizing that right now.
Yeah. So I think that what happened is the narrative needed to be changed, and it needed to be a situation to cause an uproar to get us off of the whole coronavirus thing. We still on it, but not like how we was before. No, it's not a fucking ticker on the news every single day.
Death rises too.
5 more people died today from the coronavirus.
And Dr. Fauci feels like.
That's not happening no more.
That doesn't happen.
So now this is the new narrative, and it's gonna be something else after that. Like you said, I don't know what the end game is, bro. I definitely don't know what the end game is.
It's something to it, man.
But I feel like it's dude. my daughter be saying this shit. I feel like we in a fucking simulation, bro.
Hey yo.
I feel like we're in a simulation, and I feel like it's like, let me see how I can get, or how we as a powerful group, whatever the group that may be, let's see how we can get people to move how we want to move.
It's a social experiment, bro.
We want people to be together on some shit. Let's get this situation. This dude died because of a fake $20 bill.
Right.
He was arrested and killed over a fake $20 bill.
Yeah.
And his entire murder is captured pretty much from beginning to end on TV for the world to see.
For the world to see. And now you have coronavirus affected.
So
hold on. Coronavirus affected the globe.
Yeah.
This act affected
the globe. Yeah.
All right.
Protest in all 50 states.
All 50 states.
Alaska, nigga.
In 18 countries, bro. 18 countries.
Alaska is protesting, saying Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, man. They finally,
like you said, 18 countries.
18 countries,
in
man.
Other countries, they out there. What it was, New Zealand, I saw. It was like big ass, like they was like damn near blocked off a bridge. People walking, talking about Black Lives
Put out
Matter.
a virus
that and the third.
Force people into their homes, and then you take away money.
Yeah.
And then you find a way to, give people a amount of money that you deem fit.
Yeah.
And you see how society moves. You're like, okay, if we just, if you just want, everybody work off $600 a week. You know what I'm saying? Now you have people, individuals that say, yo, I'd rather just get fired from my job and go on unemployment right now because they're paying $600 a week.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got people that won't even go back to, restaurants can't hire back their staff because it's like, fuck it, nigga, I make more money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sit my ass down right now than I would have made coming there.
Yeah.
And working. And you know what I'm saying? And they put out the perception that that's dramatic danger, but it doesn't seem that way to me. It doesn't seem that way to me. Yeah, you're right. I mean, my tinfoil hat is on about all this, but of course we have no way of proving it, bro. But it like your daughter said, man. I would say like, yo, it feels like a fucking. We're in a simulation. We're in.
Let's see what I could do to make the people move how I want them to move.
Yeah. How does the sheep move?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We put dogs over here and dogs over here. Can we herd them in the middle? You know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I mean? Like, yo, you find out how to control population.
And then you know what's another thing that's crazy too? Like during all of this shit, nigga, we done sent motherfuckers into space for the first time in almost 10 years.
Right.
And nobody was really talking about that shit.
Nah.
It just kind of went under the radar.
Yep.
Unless you really, really follow that. If you into some NASA type stargazing type shit, then you knew what was going on. But like I heard people talking about it at work. I was like, what? We about to send some astronauts into space? Like, I didn't even realize we ain't send nobody in space from America for almost 10 years now.
Yeah. You mean the guy that made Tesla fucking cars is making rockets now? What the fuck? And the rocket, he just soared on up, and you know what I'm saying. And if you watch the video, because I watched it, bro, it still feel a little moon landing-ish to me. You know, they're like, okay, we're gonna show, when the rocket launches and it separates from the the fuel system. That particular piece, when it used to go land in the ocean somewhere, or some shit like that. Now, this is gonna go on a drone boat, and the drone boat is gonna go out in the ocean, and that shit, via satellite, is gonna land perfectly on that boat. So you're watching this shit like, oh shit, let me see how
that happened.
Let me see how that shit happened. I'm like, okay, it's gonna land on the drone boat. Video goes out. All of a sudden, video comes back. It's sitting on the boat. Like, okay.
I didn't see it.
How convenient was that? How convenient was that? There was a lot of fucking things, bro. It almost felt like, just like you said, like it's all staged, bro. They're not, you know what I'm saying? It's not, we have the technology to fucking, film every fucking thing and show you everything, but they just don't, bro. It's like all of a sudden, bad signal. Well, you had the signal going right all the way up, showing this shit just dilly-dallying, because the camera is on the bottom, the base of this thing is dilly-dallying. Yeah. And all of a sudden, it was like, okay, it's gonna land now. Boop. Video comes back. Okay, it's sitting right there. Like, oh yeah, all right. Okay, all right. Sure.
I gotta peep that. I gotta
You have to peep it,
I
bro.
didn't see it.
It's the whole thing, bro. And then you're like, oh, these motherfuckers is traveling fucking 2,000 miles per hour, and they're just in there fucking in the rocket ship, just. Like, you mean to tell me this shit ain't shaking or nothing? This nigga
Like he about to hang out the passenger side and holler at a woman.
Yeah, for real. Niggas like, yo, you want to play Uno while we get to the moon, my nigga? Like, yo. Yeah, I promise you, bro. It was like, yo, it was. They said it was like flying in the iPhone. You know, you got all these screens and everything. Man, these dudes just chilling. Yeah. Okay, we're hitting fucking 3,000 miles per hour right now.
Mach 3.
Yeah.
Mach this, Mach that. I was like,
yo. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, all right.
Oh man.
It's like, all right, we're doing this, man. Yeah, listen, the conspiracy. Hey, man, you wasn't that dude before though.
Nah.
You'd fucking make you like, man, Campbell. I hate intelligent fucking dumb niggas.
Dumb intelligent niggas. Yeah.
Now you an intelligent dumb motherfucker.
Yeah, one of them, man. When it comes to certain shit, I'm definitely one of them.
Yeah, man. It's all seemed a little bit. I don't know if we're programmed a certain way from the content that we've, the experiences that we have. You know what I mean? Watching media our whole lives and watching. You know what I mean? We're in unprecedented times, man. You know what I mean? Nobody's ever experienced any of this before. You know what I'm saying?
Not at all.
And I mean, we got it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Your daughter, for her to have that perspective, you know what I'm saying? That's who I feel like we need to listen to as the kids, man. Because, coming up, like, I think I've seen things differently than the adults did, you know what I'm saying? So I need to, like, hey, man, what's your perspective on everything that's happening right now?
Man,
just, you know what I'm saying? Hear their opinions, man.
Yeah, she be saying that shit, man. And shout outs to the kids, bro, because you see the one girl holding up the sign that say my generation I'm not my older generation will fuck you up. You ever seen them signs?
I ain't see that shit.
So I mean, shout outs to the kids, man. Shout outs to all the young folks that's out there protesting, bro, and
they out there
trying to be involved and reading and doing their research on shit and understanding what got us to where we at right now. Shout outs to all of them people, man. How do you navigate this shit like at work?
I navigate it.
And I know you in a different position than everybody else.
That's the hardest part because I have to be careful of what my opinions. I can't just be as candid as I want to be because
of course
my position holds a little bit more weight than not every in my particular job my position holds weight, so I have to be careful of how I speak. So I just try to be consistent with my message, and I actually I'm spreading more like love. I'll be like, yo, listen, man. Even when I communicate, I'll be like, hey, listen, man. Whoever the individual is, man, listen, man, yo, it's tough times out there and there's a lot of negativity out there, man. So, you know what I'm saying, protect your energy, protect your spirit, you know what I'm saying, show more love to each other, man. And I just keep it moving like that. I don't dwell or, you know what I'm saying, harp on those things. I just kind of like, yo, listen, we need to be more kind to each other, man.
You say a lot more than me, bro.
Yeah.
Niggas, people talk to me at the job, but it's be like, damn. That's crazy, man.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean,
wow,
for real. Because I'm saying, like,
show me videos.
It could get to a point where it's like, man, all right.
In my mind, I'd be like, yeah, I seen that video already. Like, yo, that's crazy, man. Feel sorry for that dude.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, because
I'm just a whole bunch of token reactions.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Fuck all that. Yeah,
it's wild, bro. Yeah. What? That happened? He said that? Damn.
Yeah.
Well, how you feel about that? I don't know, man.
Yeah. Yeah. What else can you be, man? You can't just keep fucking dwelling on every little thing and having these conversations over and over and over. Like, you're not affecting nothing. People feel how they feel and they watch what they watch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, hey, shit.
Hey, man, y'all out there, man? Whoever's out there, man, check in, man. Tell us to see. I want to know who rocking with us right now on the live. Shout outs to y'all. We appreciate y'all for rocking with us, man. And share the stream with somebody so they can chime in and have something to say too.
What you had said me, you said fucking the brat decides to come out after 25 years.
Yeah.
Like, what closet did she come out of, man?
Exactly.
She came out of a Bloomingdale's, bro. She did not come out no closet, my nigga. That shit was a storefront property. Like, everybody could look into that store and see what was in that shit. Like, what are you coming out of? Like, what are you talking about?
I guess she assumed that nobody knew that she was gay.
Like, what? Like, I don't need Queen Latifah to come out. Like, well, like we all know, bro. It's like,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yes, I was dumbfounded by that, man, and I was just like, like,
sit your ass down somewhere.
like, one, you don't even make music no more.
Yeah.
You're a radio personality now. Not saying that you know you shouldn't have something to say or whatever, but it, like, now after 25 years?
25 years.
25 years of being in the public eye, all of a sudden now you're gonna come out as gay. Like,
yeah.
we didn't believe the whole Tyrese situation. You know, when she tried to sexy it up, like, I feel like that conversation was a hard conversation to have with her behind the scenes.
Yeah, for real.
You know what I'm saying? That was like that's like Young M.A. coming out and rocking a bathing suit right now, bro, and trying to make people believe. You know what I'm saying? She's something that she's not. Like, all right, you know, you got Megan Thee Stallion out here, you got this, that, you got you got to do something.
Yeah.
It's like the equivalent.
Sit down. So how do you feel about sports, man? NBA and all that.
I want to see the NBA back, bro. I want to see the NBA back. I want a champion to be crowned for this NBA season.
I think they say they putting in 22 teams in the playoffs or something like that.
I don't think 22 is going to be in the playoffs. But there's going to be like a playoff situation going on. I don't know exactly how it's going to go down, but I know they got 13 teams from the East and 9 from the
West.
13 teams from the West, 9 from the East.
Yeah.
I want to see how it play out, bro.
Yeah.
I want it to be some drama, man. I want one of the big dogs to get knocked out. You know, I want to see some drama, and I think the way they setting it up, they setting it up so that can happen.
Okay. Is it should there be an asterisk on whoever wins for this year's?
I don't want to say asterisk because pretty much they're having 2 training camps. So right now they're having another training camp, and they're supposedly going to play 8 games to finish out the rest of the season. I'm hearing that the reason why they're playing 8 games is because they need to meet a certain threshold to get revenue from their local TV stations and whatever. I think that threshold is 70 games. So that these last 8 games that they're going to play is going to satisfy that, so that, you know, people behind the scenes can get their money. Yeah. So I think that right now, with them getting back to training camp and whatever, I think that those 8 games should be enough to prepare. They're professional athletes, bro. To me, you shouldn't have let this time make you get out of shape anyway. If you are a professional athlete, you knew that the season was coming back, or you knew there was talks of the season coming back, you should have stayed on your job, man. Yeah. And I know it's hard because you didn't have gyms and this.
No, they made it was mandatory that athletes stay in game ready condition. Yeah, they were training. Yeah. Individuals that had their personal trainers come to them. It was mandatory. Okay, it was contractually obligated to stay in game ready. You know what I'm saying, form. And you seen, I think. So how you feel about J.R. Smith whooping up a protester?
I saw the headline, but I didn't see the video where he kicked somebody or some shit.
Yeah. But I felt like if he didn't knock him out, I'm kind of disappointed, JR.
What did he do?
I mean, he caught the dude trying to smash his window, chased him down, caught him, punched him. Dude hit the ground. He started kicking him, but dude still got up and ran off. Like, you know,
okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Wail on somebody, make sure they stay their ass down.
And if that's the case, if it's his, you know what I mean, his property, or what was his car or something?
Yeah.
Hey, I agree with it, man. Defend your shit, bro. Defend your shit. Like we just said earlier, we not advocating for no riots or whatever. I understand. Yeah. But I'm not advocating. I'm not telling y'all.
But I'm not. Yeah. Again. Yeah. I don't want them to. You know what I'm saying. Focus on that. You know what I mean, because like I said, I'm not the one that's out there doing all that shit, and I won't be out there doing all that shit. But I want to. You know what I mean. Show my support for the cause. So like but I need to do. It can't just be me. You know what I'm saying. Like I like how they released like the list of, you know what I'm saying, or companies that are showing support for Donald Trump re-election. You know what I'm saying? The Wendy's of the world, and all these fucking the Papa Johns, and they gotta come out and like, oh, we're for Black Lives Matter. Like, fuck y'all. Like, we not. You know what I'm saying? We need to keep our foot on these companies' necks, and you know what I'm saying? That long list, we need to just cut them off. We need to boycott them. Okay. And we need to have a strong message. You know what I'm saying? And a strong commitment and will to continue to do that, man.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm for it. I don't need, you know what I'm saying? Those things aren't doing nothing for our communities anyways. So, you know what I mean? Let's get rid of the fucking, the Wendy's and the fucking Papa John's.
So you're trying to say you'll never eat another Whopper, bro?
I'm trying to say, McDonald's and all those. I'm trying to say, yeah, I'll be down to.
Yeah.
I'm down to, man. I'm down to, you know what I mean? Yo, bro, love a day. Like, yo, yesterday I fucking, yo, you ever eat this chicken that's been tasting like rubber lately, bro?
I've had that at Wendy's before.
Wendy's, I've had it at fucking Church's Chicken, Popeyes.
I think I've probably eaten at Church's like once in my life.
Yeah, I've had that at Popeyes the other day, and I'm like, yo, Popeyes. There's something. And I've had that in chicken that I bought from the store.
Like, you know, it's like a chicken shortage.
Yeah,
so it might not be. It might not
bro,
be.
That shit turned. Yeah, brother, I swear, bro. Every fucking bite I took sprung back, bro. Like, what the fuck? I'm like, ring. What the fuck is this? What the fuck am I chewing gum? What the fuck is this, bro?
It's a chicken shortage, man. Because I guess I think something happened at the Tyson plant where mad people caught the coronavirus and shit like that. So like you go to the store. Yeah. We went to the store to go buy chicken wings the other day, man, and it was like none in the store, bro. Like all you can find is whole chicken. So it's just like fuck y'all with y'all chicken wings.
Something going on, man.
Yeah,
something going on, man. I don't know. They're saying that it's the new world order, man. You know what I'm saying? It's coming. It's coming. All the Illuminati shit y'all was talking about, bro. Yeah, it was something to it, man. It's something coming, man.
In that case, man, I think that
world order, bro.
I think that we all need to get back to earthly shit, man. Like, you know, me and the wife, we be planting, you know, crops, so to say. I ain't got land, but you know, she be planting herbs and shit, and they got planted me a couple of mango trees. This mango season was fucking fire, and I swear every single mango I ate, man, I put the seed to the side to plant that motherfucker, man.
Okay, well, toss me a couple seeds, man.
I got a couple. You know what I mean? It's amazing to look and be like, man, I put this shit in the ground, and you know, a tree coming from it. And another thing about that too is I remember couple years ago, not quite a few years ago, I was eating some mangoes at my homeboy house, at his dad's house or whatever, and probably one of the best mangoes I ever had. Took the seed home, planted it, tree grew from that shit. When I had my old house, I put that shit in the dirt and the tree sprung up or whatever. And you know, I was just chilling. I don't live far from my old house, and I was like, yo, let me just drive by and see if they still got the tree up, nigga. I went by the house, nigga. That tree is fucking massive right now.
Damn.
But I ain't never get no fruit off of it. So like, I literally felt like, I feel like I'm gonna do it still. I feel like I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna knock on their door. I'm like, listen, man. I used to live here. I planted that seed. Yeah, and I'm gonna give you my phone number, and if you ever or whenever you get some fruit off this tree, just call me. Let me get one, bro.
Yeah, for real.
How would you feel if somebody did that to you?
I would respect that. Now I would acknowledge that, and I would accommodate them for that, man. That's dope, because you know what I mean, we don't get to, you know, reap this, you know, this. Well, how's that saying go? How's that phrase? Fruits of our labor.
We,
you know what I'm saying? Nowadays we don't get to plant roots nowhere. And fucking, you know what I'm saying, see it blossom into nothing. This society doesn't feel like you can plant roots. You know what I'm saying? It just feel like, you know, nothing belongs to you.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, we gotta get to that place, man, where, you know, hey, listen, I feel like the next phase of this shit, you know, you're gonna see fucking all networks shut down all of a sudden. And I think that's gonna be the next phase. Watch it.
So do you think we're gonna shut down again?
The country?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like there's another 2020. I feel like there's something else before the year's up. I feel like something is coming that we're gonna see. You know what I'm saying? You know, they already put it out. You know, so Donald Trump is already trying to put it, you know, for social media, like that you can get arrested, or, you know, everything you post, even your inbox messages and shit, could be used against you and type shit like that.
Really?
Yeah, you know, on Twitter and shit like that, because he's putting sanctions on their ass. You know what I'm saying? So yo, watch out, man. They're looking out for key words, man. They're just trying to watch how society's moving, bro.
Wow.
They are, bro. They are, man.
That's
so
crazy.
that's what I'm saying. We need to start showing them how we can attack them. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like, fuck it. Like, yo, fuck it. I ain't paying for Netflix no more. Hulu, all that shit. Cancel all them shits.
Mm-hmm.
See how they feel, man. See, show them black power. But, man, we rambling right now.
Yeah.
So, hey, man, I guess it's time to sign off. Unless y'all got anything else out there for us.
We'll give y'all a second to chime in, man.
Yeah.
But speaking of that, you watching anything on Netflix right now, or
Nah.
anything in general?
I haven't had the urge, or, you know what I'm saying. Lately, I just been focused on getting money, bro, and that's all, bro. I really don't care about anything else. I don't feel.
I feel you.
I haven't.
Yeah, it is what it is, man.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, man, Bootleg Cable Podcast.
If you can't spell that,
Something wrong with your ass,
yeah, it's bootleg.
but ain't nothing fake about it.
Man, we out, man.
Shout outs to the start to the finishers, man.
Mm-hmm.
Share this shit. Danielle said it was good listening to y'all. Glad to see y'all being safe and all. We appreciate you, Danielle.
Yeah.
Yes,
sure.
we are. We're trying to be safe,
Mm-hmm.
and hopefully we remain that way. I think that we will.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and y'all be safe out there too, man.
Yeah, man.
We don't want y'all to catch no coronavirus or get killed by the police. None of that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Just do your thing, man, and stay up.
Yeah, for sure, man. Love y'all.
Love y'all, man. Peace. We out.
P and Killer, dropping heat like we should, up and coming like morning wood and something good. Kicking the real to those that wanna rock with us. No slowing down and it ain't no stopping us. We've been rocking over 2 years long. The best podcast, best intro song.